we have seen through the Kemetic cosmological argument that there are three celestial entities: the God, the Father, Mother, the Most High, the children of God, or the potential and effective creators, and the Logos. So we have the Father, Mother, the child of God, and the Logos. Both are one in substance because they share the same substance, one in existence. God cannot exist without the existence of his children, and one in activity. And I said that Trinity is like one standing in front of a mirror. He has his image in the mirror, and he has the power of the reflection of the mirror. If he moves, his image moves thanks to the power of the reflection. And that is a trinity of inactivity. The Logos is the power of the reflection of the fullness of God in each one of us. So that is true Trinity. True Trinity means that God is always working in us in order for us to be his children. But God never violates our free will. So it is up to you to accept that grace or to turn it off.
So in essence, when we are talking of Trinity, according to the Kemet religion or spirituality, we are talking of one entity, right?
We are talking of God being present in you and me, working in you and me for our salvation right now. When we need something, God is transcendent. When we need something, we ask our holy ancestors, and our holy ancestors communicate with us because there is a divinity in us. So there is only three things working: the divinity, the Logos, and the one who is the receptor. So that's what I'm calling. It's a practical trinity. It means that God is always with you, working in you through the Logos. But God is transcendent. Also, he is working through the ancestors, and the ancestors are working through the temporal presence of the Logos in you, which is called Ores, which is called among the Bakongo Kimawungu, which is expressed when we call the right part the male part and the left part the female part. We mean the completeness of God in us.
All right. So now I need some more explanation here. So the Supreme God, is it a male or female, or male and female? Can you say anything about that?
And I say that the culture of Sumer is the same. Culturally, Sumer belongs to Africa. Culturally, Africa culturally extended up to the Northern Iraq, as Ethiopia extended up to Yemen. Now, the god of Sumer, the supreme being in Sumer, is called Anu. And they will tell you that, hey, yes, he has a wife, his wife is Antu. No, I don't agree with that. Let's take another schema. Osiris, they will tell you, yes, Osiris has a wife, his wife is this. No, that is false. The god were presented as being both male and female. That doesn't mean a man and his wife. No, that means a female nature and a male nature, both united. So the gods, like human beings, are male and female. The conjunction of the male and the female element means in this religion the completeness of being, the divine completeness of being, the presence of the Logos.
All right, that's powerful. That's very clear here. I want to attempt the question like this: what is the origin of Egyptian? Okay, let me not use the word Egyptian. Ancient Kemet religion or spirituality. Can we say anything about the origin? Where is it coming from? Did it start in ancient Kemet? Did it come from some parts in Africa? Anything you can say about that?
Now, this is my conviction. If religion is a knowledge, if it is a knowledge coming from God, then that knowledge must be infinitely clear. Humanly speaking, we know that a knowledge of that way must be an exact science. So an exact science is something that depicts the nature of the true religion coming from God. Now, if you study the epistemology of the Egyptian, you will see that they mostly relied on revelation. I don't know in Nigeria, but I'm sure you don't have a verb in Yoruba, in Igbo, to say conceive. I conceived an idea. No, the Black people will always say, I received an idea. An idea came to me. That means that for the African people, knowledge is always revelation. So, because the white people relies mostly on revelation, that true revelation was revealed, that true religion was revealed to him. And that's why the religion, which is an exact science, was among the Egyptian, was known by the Egyptian, because that was the true religion in the beginning. Remember, according to the Bible, the first humans were civilized by the gods. This is not only told in the Bible. In every African culture, if you take the culture of the Baganda, they will tell you that at the beginning they were Kintu. Kintu was alone on the earth, and the sons of God, Gulu, came, and they came with rules, and they taught Kintu how to be civilized. This schema can be demonstrated through the Kemetic cosmological argument. But this is not the point. Let me just stress this. The creator had to descend in order to create. But when he descends, he is at a locus, which is the junction between the heaven and the earth plane, the heavenly realm and the temporal realm. He is at the junction. He can't go lower, because to go lower, you must be one who misused his free will. He never misused his free will, so he can go lower. So those who are lower had to be civilized by those who have been civilized already by the Creator. That's the explanation of what you read about the story of Kintu, the story of the Nephilim in the Bible, that the gods came to civilize the human beings.
All right. I need to ask you some things there. When you were talking of creation before, that was, I think, sometime towards the beginning of the lecture, you did make mention of the fact that God created something from what was already in existence. I don't know if I quote you correct on that, or
please.
I
was trying to explain the difference between creation in Africa and creation in the West. In the West, creation is the work of the Most High, which is impossible because to create is to change. So that's the first point. But creation in Africa, in the process of creation in Africa, something goes from potential existence to manifest existence. So according to African worldview, everything exists. There is, for the time being, a big war bombing in Lagos. But you don't hear about this because there is not a military taking the initiative to make it go from potentiality to manifest existence. So nobody care about that war, but it's just a potential war, a potential one. So potentially everything exists. To create is to make something go from potential existence to manifest existence. So when the children of God misuse their free will, they fail in a state of potential existence. Because remember, God is indivisible. When you turn your back to God by the bad use of free will, you turn your back to the wholeness of God. But you cannot be annihilated. Why? If you were annihilated, relationally, God will change. God will lose his relationship with something.